Hello, my fireflies, and welcome back to the TheCyanFirefly. It's me, Lyiat, and today I'm going to bring you some footage of the closed beta of SMITE. Ooh, yes. This is actually the first time I'm going to give you guys some closed footage of really anything. So, pretty awesome, to be honest. Now, for those who don't know, SMITE is a MOBA style game. Now, I'm aware that those who don't know what SMITE is probably have no idea what MOBAs are. MOBAs are an interesting little... I don't really know what to call them. They're kind of action-oriented multiplayer games where you're supposed to destroy the other team's base, basically. Now, in most MOBA games, it's a overhead third-person view. You watch from the skies and you control your character via your mouse. Well, this is actually significantly different. This is an over-the-shoulder MOBA where you control your characters through the WASD keys. Now, this is significantly different from any other MOBA out there due to that, and it changes the gameplay up quite a bit. However, I'm going to show you guys all that in just a moment. First things first, what does this game do to make money? Because it is actually a free-to-play. Now, you can actually, like other MOBA games, use real-world money to purchase additional characters to play. Unfortunately, I don't have many of them unlocked because I'm a poor bastard and I haven't played this game enough to earn in-game credits to unlock a bunch of characters. So, sorry about that. You can also use out-of-game money, real-world money, to purchase special skins for characters you particularly like. Here's the store. Here's various different skins. So, for instance, the Stormbringer skin for... if it'll load... Come on. Yeah, see, for instance, the Stormbringer skin for Zeus. Speaking of which... yes, in this game, you get to play real-world deities. People like Anubis, Artemis, Zeus, as you saw before, and probably some gods you don't know much about, like Vamana and Kali, and Agni. Some of these I've never even heard of. Ao Kuang. Yeah, let's not even get into it. So, I could sit here all day and just describe the game in detail, but nothing really impresses like actually playing the game. Now, as I get a game set up, 5-man teams only. Now, as I get a game set up here, let me explain a little bit. Now, a unique feature of this game is that you can actually set your skills and your items to automatically level up for you. Now, for those who've played MOBA games before, you know that you traditionally head to a store, either back at the Nexus area kind of deal, or you can find one hiding out in the midfield. In this, you can just set it so anytime you go near the store, which is basically your home base, it automatically gives you the next level of your item. You don't even combine items like you do in League of Legends. Each item has its own set of levels. So, for instance, you buy a rod and it starts off as level 1, and you can upgrade it 2 more times and they give you additional attributes. The other significant difference, which I already said, you automatically level up skills. Now, you can shut these options off if you like. They are automatically on until level 6, and they automatically shut off then. You can keep them on if you want. I'm keeping them on here for demonstration. But, like I said, we're going to jump into a game in just a moment, and you'll get a better feel for what I'm talking about when we get there. So, see you guys in a few moments, and enjoy. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention previously. There is another aspect of this game called offering and shrines. I don't know too much about them, However, from everything I've seen on the internet, they're actually kind of like rune pages on League of Legends, if you guys have played that game before. I don't know too many of the specifics because by the time I got in the beta, they had already taken all that stuff down to rework it somewhat. So feel free to look it up yourselves, and it might completely change by the time this game fully goes live, because as I said before, it is a closed beta. Everything is subject to change. So look out for that. Alright, we just got into a game. Now, for the observant of you, you'll notice that I already have some equipment, and I already have a skill picked out. The game automatically gave me those as soon as I dropped in, because I had those settings already equipped. Now, another thing you might notice is this blue arrow in front of me. Now, what is that for? Well, every single thing in this game is a skill shot. Ranged attacks are skill shots. Even your melee attack, which I do not have one, is a skill shot. You have to actually aim for what you want to go at. Looks like the enemy champion is Agni. Anyway, I'm going middle lane because the team seems to want me going middle, which is no big deal. I prefer to be in the middle lane, to be honest. Now, what can Anubis do? Anubis is kind of a crowd control magic caster. All of his abilities give him a great deal of area damage. He can just really pound on people from range and in large groups.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, now something that actually puts this game apart from other ones in general is the fact that you can... I'm sorry, I can talk today. Is the fact that it's a third person rather than an overview, which means I can't see what's going on behind me. That actually makes this game a bit more strategic in the fact that I have no idea what the frick is going on. Somebody could easily sneak up behind me and just eat me without me knowing that they were there in the first place. It adds quite a bit of tension, in my opinion. Also, I've got to be very careful about Agni, because his attacks kind of hit like a horse. Now, something else you might have noticed is that I'm actually getting golden experience whenever minions die, rather than me having to last hit them. This is intentional. It makes a much lesser focus on farming and having to get those last hits in, and it kind of evens the playing field between more and less experienced players. It kind of gives people a chance when they don't quite know what they're doing. This is actually a far more newbie-friendly game, in my opinion, because they do give you the ability to go with a recommended build that actually makes you not completely useless to your team. Ooh, these archers hit like a truck. You have to actually be very wary of creeps when you are low level, because they will kill you. Alright. I guess one of the things I have to say I don't like about this game is how the auto attacks sometimes feel. It kind of feels like they just have very little impact, especially if you are a ranged fighter. I don't know. It just kind of looks like my balls are... Balls. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to reword that one. It just kind of looks like my attacks are hitting the enemy and then completely dispersing. It just does not look like they're pretty effective at all. I mean, I can obviously see their health going down, but that's about it. Ow. Alright, so I'm going to have to be a little more careful. Okay, so I just hit level 5, which means I unlocked my ultimate attack. My ultimate attack is bound to key 4, and basically it's a super powerful attack. All characters get and ultimate. There's mine right there. Got him to back off really damn quick. And yeah, he just unlocked his because he hit level 5. Oh, there it goes. Ow. Now I'm on fire and I'm in a lot of pain. So, we're going to back off a little bit. Now, since I have my items on automatic, you also might see that I got a little potion. So I can pop that at any time to gain a health bonus, which I may very well have to do sometime soon because, oh, I'm not too familiar with Agni's attacks, and he's causing all sorts of problems for me. I don't know why Bass didn't warn me that she was coming in for a gank there. That might have been a little helpful. See, there is a verbal command option in this game, but just by hitting a couple of keys, you can actually... Whoa! Agni's coming in! Get away from him. Just by hitting a couple of keys, you can make verbal requests that are sent out to your entire team. So I could actually ask Bast at any moment to help me with an attack. Oh my. Yeah, I'm actually quite damaged. I'm actually going to not do that because looks like she's busy. Oh. Okay, get away, get away, get away, get away.
An enemy has been slain.
Alright, now I'm going to teleport back. Since it is a MOBA game, you can teleport back to your home area freely, and while there, you gain... Oop. What's going on? You gain health and mana back. What was that? You gain health and mana back.
Your right tower is under attack.
So, kind of important to do that whenever you're running low. The interesting thing that you might have noticed is that my character had a unique animation associated with teleporting back.
An enemy has been slain.
All characters do so, and it's all unique to them. Their death animations are unique too, which is pretty cool. With Anubis's, he actually gets sucked into the underworld. I'm kind of hoping you guys won't have to see that, but knowing my actual ability at this game, it's very, very likely. This guy is hurting the heck out of me. I actually don't know much about Agni's abilities other than the fact that they hit me like a truck. So we're going to be very wary here. He does seem to have that fire ability. I've never actually had to deal with him one-on-one. Let's keep him away. Jeez. And I think that meteor is his ultimate. I'm not entirely sure. He seems to be able to cast it far more often than I can cast my Death Gaze,
An enemy has been slain.
which is kind of problematic for me.
Take middle lane.
Alright, he seemed to have run off in this direction. Oh! Ow. Yeah, he loves dropping that meteor right on my head. And it's such a big area, I can do very little about it either. Alright, looks like my teammates are actually not prepared to help me gank the middle lane.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, F.
Enemy missing middle.
Alright, so Agni has actually run off. I have no idea where he went. He might be going for a buff in the jungle, or he might just be trying to run off. Yeah. Okay, so he just ran off to the left lane there, and I think he killed one of my teammates. This actually gives me an opportunity to run and assault the tower. Now, for those who have never played MOBA games, these towers are actually really important structures. They keep the enemy from just charging up your your lanes and killing all your dudes. Looks like Agni just disappeared off the map, so he might be trying to sneak up on me right now. Map awareness is very important in this because you have absolutely no peripheral vision. Yep, so I'm going to have to be very careful. I need to be watching all these sides. Oh, no, he's just coming straight in from the front. I'm going to bind him, and I'm going to back the heck off. Ooh, boy. I wonder what that little halo thing is above his head. I should probably do a little more research on all these characters. Oh my. Oh, jeez. Alright. Let's get killed because, ow. I absolutely hate Song Wukong. And no, before anybody bloody says that he's a ripoff of a Hong or League of Legends character, he was a god long before he was in either of those games. So, deal with it. Yes, Artemis. Artemis is considered a very overpowered character in this game. You might have just seen her throw her boar out there. That is largely why she's considered overpowered, because it summons a creature that just charges everybody nearby and completely stun locks them. It's kind of unfair. I am very glad Artemis is on my side. They appear to have an Artemis as well, but it seems like ours is doing marginally better than theirs. There's Gong Yu, and there's Sobek. Sobek is another Egyptian god, so that's pretty fun. Alright, let's see if we can take down this tower before Agni or Song Wukong catches up with us. Yes, we can, and we're gonna get the heck back out of here. Oh, because I do not like dealing with enemies. Alright, looks like we have Artemis off to the side there. Alright. Let's see if we can deal with Song Wukong by herself. Or maybe Artemis is going to come in for the gank. One or the other. Alright, let's try to lure Wukong this way. And see if Artemis will help me in any way. Come on. Come on, Wukong. Come after me. Alright. Let's go after him ourselves. Oh, nope, and now I'm completely... Oh, now I'm screwed. I'm sorry, Artemis. I'm sorry. I screwed that up. Now they have me, and now they're taking out Sobek as well. That just ended very poorly for us. Or maybe Sobek's actually going to redeem me. That would be good. Awesome. Kind of sucks that it took 4 of us to take down 2 of them, but we'll deal with it. Agni's attacks just hit so freaking hard. Nerfs, please. No, it's probably just because I suck. So, nah, don't actually nerf him unless he actually deserves it. I'm not a proficient enough MOBA player to actually make a judgment call on that. Alright, so we're gonna run off to the left lane now, and let's see if we can redeem ourselves and help Artemis out with that is a giant tentacle. Oh my. The ambience of this game is pretty interesting, I have to say. Odd, but interesting. Oh, can we sneak up on Ao Kong here? Maybe we can. It'd be fun if we could. Alright, let's see here. Alright, drop it, drop it, drop it. Awesome! Granted, we just pissed off Song Wukong and he's going to kill us now. But hopefully, we distracted him long enough for Gong Yu to take him out. So we get 2 kills for my 1 death. Not a bad trade. And it's Artemis versus Artemis. Looks like our Artemis just won. Song Wukong is just ridiculous. His attacks are hard-hitting and he just stuns and slows you. Oh, he is not fun to deal with. His attacks are also ridiculous looking, but that's just part of his charm, I guess. Alright, so time to show you guys a little jungling. In the jungle, you'll find random mob camps. These camps allow you to gain certain buffs, like the one I just picked up there was a health buff. And we've got Agni coming in at our middle tower again. Hopefully I can sneak up on him and do a lot of damage, make him back off. He might have backed off himself though, so we'll grab this mana. and then we'll cause problems. Alright.
An ally
Ooh.
has been slain.
Let's go to this team fight up in the center. Well, not really the center, but just next to the wilderness over here.
An ally has been slain.
Oop. Looks like Agni's coming my way.
Your right tower is under attack.
Alrighty. Gong Yu is doing something. Not entirely sure what. Oh, somebody placed wards out into the wilderness. That was actually a very smart idea. Alright, so we have two fully powered heroes against their two. This should work really well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Alright, so let's come up behind them
Your left tower is under attack.
and cause all sorts of trouble. I completely botched that up. Oh well.
An enemy has been slain.
Ah, yes, drop that bomb where it's completely impotent, buddy. Alright, I got Mummify, so I can stun him. Oh, or not.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, the guy playing Song Wukong is a much better fighter than I am, so I've just completely failed at that. Oh well. Now I am stuck respawning. Oi, I am having a very bad game. Like always. That is because I am rubbish at this game. So, some of you might be wondering by now, what is the final goal? Well, first off, I'll tell you about the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes are the last line of defense in any given lane. Once you destroy an enemy Phoenix, all your creeps, your little mobs that spawn periodically, gain a fire buff, and they are capable of very much holding their own in that lane, unless an enemy god comes by and starts wrecking them to hell. So, it is very important to take out enemy Phoenixes whenever possible. If you can't take out an enemy Phoenix, sit back and guard your own Phoenixes, because it is a tremendous buff in either direction if Phoenix is taken out. For instance, Artemis right now is getting very dangerously close to our Phoenix, so we're going to come in and just wreck her. Granted, somebody just stole my kill there, but I'm not going to complain too much. At the end of the day, we're all on the same team. I'm going to point my teammates in this direction because, yeah, there's a giant group heading towards our middle lane. Alright, so we've got Zeus and Ao Kong there. Hopefully, that just did enough damage to discourage them. It looks like we got Zeus, and there's Ao Kong. We're catching up to him. Oh, it's a 5 against 1 now. There's no way in heck he's getting away from this. There we go. He's down. Unfortunately, I am not a professional caster, so I speak a little slower than the rest of you. Alright, we're going to move right along here. Head up towards the center lane. Well, at least I am, and I'm going to clear up a couple of mobs in the center. Hopefully, I do not get ganged up from behind. No, instead I've got Song Wukong and Agni coming straight down at me. Yippee! For me. Let's get away from them, shall we? Looks like they've blown some of their cooldowns, and I've got Gong Yu coming up to help me, and same with Bastet. Alright, we can actually cause them a lot of contestation right now, and here is my ultimate going off. There we go. Awesome, we've taken down 2 of them, and now we're going to charge up and help Gong Yu with Agni, and hopefully push the middle lane up to a much more satisfactory place. Who's that? That looks like Ao Kong once more, so I'm gonna back off because I'm at a much lower health than Oh, or Gong Yu can heal me. That works too. Alright, so... what are we gonna do? Oh! Ultimate! Wow! His ultimate hits like a truck. It knocks everybody flying, and it does quite a bit of damage. And there's a fully powered up Agni at knee at half strength, so we might just want to get out of here for the moment. And we can run into Zeus. That works too. Oh! Nope, nope, nope. Oh, looks like we've got our entire team behind us. This works. I can deal with that. Or I'll just kill by the massive amount of AoEs and charge in like an absolute idiot. That works too. Oh my. Alright. What I think I'm going to do right here is turn off auto purchase mode and actually show you some of the interesting items in this. There's actually a difference between your equipment and random items. Equipment gives you generally passive buffs. You can't activate them to do specific things. There are equipment that do not give you active buffs. Those are bound to several different keys. Those take up separate... Interesting. Those take up separate slots than your actual equipment slots do. A good item for me, for instance, would actually be meditation, and then, let's see, because I am actually very good at running into AoEs, the Aegis Amulet. Now I can activate meditation to gain a bunch of mana back really quickly, and I can activate the amulet to make myself invincible for a limited amount of time. I've res, so I might want to get back into the fight really quickly now. I'm going to grab the next level of Hide of the Leviathan for more defense and run back out there. Alright. Let's see here. I'm doing a little better for myself. I have a ridiculous amount of assists. I rarely get kills as Anubis, unfortunately. I guess that's kind of not the role of the character, but it'd just be nice to get a better kill amount. I've got two guys coming down the middle towards me, so I'm going to back off a little bit because I do not like fighting alone. I am really good at skirmishing. I can do a lot of damage to a hero from afar, and I can harass them pretty well. But in a 2-on-1 situation, things kind of start turning against me. So when it comes to Zeus and Artemis bearing down on me, I'd rather not have that happen. Now you might see that flaming buff going around my teammate right there. That is actually a buff for... Whoa! He just leapt over my attack there. I hate his ultimate, I really do. G. Blast, I was stunned, I couldn't do it. That was a pretty good gank by the enemy team. Anyway, that flaming buff right there. Some of you are familiar with, say, Baron Nashor from League of Legends. Well, this game has its own big NPC as well. It is a fire titan who lies in a volcano in a random spot on the map. It's either going to be on your left or on your right, depending on which side you're on. Upon killing him, all your current living teammates gain a powered-up buff that increases their magical and physical attack. Oh my. Their magical and physical attacks. It's a really good boon to pick it up. However, make sure that you can do it. Because if you go after it at the wrong time, the enemy team can catch you and just absolutely wreck you while you're dealing with this very, very hefty mob, because he does a lot of damage. Okay, now I was trying to explain this earlier. The final goal of any map is to destroy the enemy team's Minotaur, which I just showed you right there. You've probably seen him a couple of times as I was running out here. He, unlike the other games, is actually a very, very powerful mob. He swings that halberd and you know that you've been hit. It takes off a lot of health. So you really want to stay away from him and just keep on hitting him with whatever you've got, because one-on-one he will utterly destroy you. Make sure you bring along some creeps with you, and make sure that you have teammates with you. Alright, so we're going to run around here. I just saw Ao Kong and Zeus. Hello, Zeus. Let's kill you before you have a chance to retaliate. That was awesome. I feel good about myself again. There's Song Wukong. I don't like dealing with him. Yeah, this character is capable of a lot of burst damage, if you've noticed. Unfortunately, I rarely get that combination off because it's all based off on skill shots, and there are a lot of characters who are very good at dodging my skill shots. Alright, let's back up Bast a little more because she's dealing with a lot of crap. Bast is a very powerful character. Her ultimate is rather ridiculous. She summons several cats that do a lot of damage to anybody in front of her. Oh. Alright, now let's charge in and hopefully, or maybe not. That was a bad idea. That was a very bad idea. Alright, let's... all my skills were on cooldown. I was fumbling for something to do, and all my skills were on cooldown. That was bad. Well, I got Zeus earlier. That made me happy. It also helps that he's level 11, so that might be why he just went down so quickly from my attacks. I am level 17. I am 6 levels above him. Why is he so under-leveled? That's because he's been feeding this entire game. He probably also went AFK at one point. That's probably why I haven't seen him in a while. In fact, it looks like 2 of their teammates are doing much worse than I am, which is kind of sad to say, because I'm just very bad at this game. Kind of makes me feel a little better about myself. Alright, looks like my teammates just killed the Fire Titan once more while I was already dead. Thanks for waiting for me to revive, teammates. I guess I don't blame you. If you had to wait for me for everything, we'd probably lose very quickly. Alright, let's see what equipment I can pick up next. I can either go for the Peace or the Book of Thoth. I'll probably go for the Peace, because that actually gives an aura at its maximum level that boosts any teammate around me, which is always good. Our team hasn't seemed to be making any coordinated assaults against the towers. They do seem to naturally gang up on our team. There's kind of an unspoken agreement going on here that whenever we see the enemy team, we just all mosh up and wreck them. It's kind of like zerging in World of Warcraft, I guess. Alright, let's drop that. Get rid of Zeus as quick as possible. Also get taken down ourselves. Oh well. Might have been best for me to actually focus on a more dangerous threat, because Zeus just seems to go down on his own. Alright, now I've got 60 seconds to wait. Unfortunately, this is a big problem with MOBA games in my opinion. Awesomenauts actually managed to fix it, but that's the only game I know of that fixed it. There is nothing to do when you are spawning. You just sit here like a lump watching your teammates do all this cool stuff. It's actually really damn boring, to be honest. I kind of wish they actually included at least something for your character to do while you were waiting to spawn. I can't really give a good explanation as of what, but for instance, in Awesomenauts, they threw you in a drop pod. You got to fall from the sky back into the map, and you got to collect actual money. So you didn't come back with pretty much absolutely nothing. Alright, so it looks like Bast is in the range of that nasty cleaver. You see how quickly her damage went down because of that. Oh my, she really got hurt. Now just picture if she was completely alone against the enemy team. That would have really just slaughtered her. Oh, I forgot, the Peace actually gives me magic lifesteal, which will give me much more staying ability. I might be able to actually start doing something from now on. Wouldn't that be thrilling? I also love that there's actually one of our teammates with the forethought to keep throwing down wards. It's actually something I probably should be doing because I am in a kind of support role kind of character. In fact, I think I will start doing it from now on, but I just have been lacking it at this moment, and I'm kind of apologetic for that. We also have Artemis, who's got a natural attack, she can set these vine traps. You saw me walk by one just a moment ago, and those vine traps actually provide sight around them on the oop, here's Wukong. Oh, and of course, alright, throw that down so he can't just nuke us with that ability of his. And we have Artemis coming in to help me take him down. He is down, and we can just go right along with our lives. Thank you very much, Artemis. I am actually going to say something about that. Thanks. Oop. And now we have the very pathetic Zeus and the enemy Artemis. Alright, so drop that over there, and let's nuke the heck out of it. Oh! Zeus has a storm coming our way. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, let's see. Zeus is out of sorts. Let's kill him before he can actually retaliate, which is not that hard. Drop that down, destroy these creeps. And now we have them backed up to their Phoenix. We have destroyed their middle Phoenix, which is very unfortunate for them. And now we're probably going to destroy this one, because there's very little they can do about it at this point. They would have to actually have a large amount... they would actually have to focus completely on us, which is really not a good idea at this stage. Wow, I just got really smacked by Agni there. So we're going to back up. Gong Yu just healed me. Thank you, Gong Yu. There goes their creeps. And there goes their other two Phoenixes, because they can do very little about us at this moment. Our creeps are coming up. Let me catch Agni out of sorts there. Kill him before he can get away. Hopefully. No. Okay. Well, very well. I'll just focus on that. Whoa! Okay, that Phoenix is focusing on me. Back up, back up. Alright, looks like we're actually doing a lot of damage to their Minotaur at the moment. I can't join into that fight because I will be made into mincemeat really quickly, so I'm just going to focus down their Phoenix at the moment, hopefully, and just cause all sorts of problems for them. Maybe they'll see me over here, maybe they won't. Let's destroy this, hopefully before they come at me. Maybe? Okay, dealt with. Alright, all their Phoenixes are down. This game is effectively over. Let us charge in here and just make mincemeat of the competition, shall we? Join me in destroying the enemy base. This is the end of this fight. Though they are actually in an advantageous position at the moment, I'm going to become invincible for a second and get completely clobbered by their Minotaur. Oh well. Well, this game is pretty much over. They'll have to pull out a miracle to beat us. They will push us back from here because we were kind of out of sorts there. Hopefully the rest of my teammates has the good... Yes, they did retreat. So I'm going to defend until we all res. Then we eat them. Because this match is over. There is absolutely no question of it. We have destroyed all three of their Phoenixes. All of our creeps have fire damage. It's just no contest. While I have this time, I'm going to tell you guys that I actually do have 2 beta keys for SMITE, and I am very much willing to pass them out. All you have to do is say, I want SMITE in the comment section of this video, and I will be more than happy, along with Azali, to randomly decide who gets them. So, anybody can get these. just request it, and out of the people who do ask, I will pick 2, because again, I only have 2. The SMITE guys actually didn't give me any additional codes, because I am a relatively small-time reviewer compared to the rest of them out there. Purchase the Book of Thoth as well. And this game is over. Looks like they are attacking the Fire Titan. That's actually a really good idea, considering we all just rezzed at the same time. So we're all going to get that buff. And this game was over before, now it is doubly over. This isn't even going to be funny, the death that is going to happen here. Alright, let us join back up with Gong Yu, and looks like Bast and Sobek, and let's just charge right up the middle lane and make sure that these guys are embarrassed to ever play this game again. Alright, here goes Song Wukong. That was just it. There was absolutely no question of that. He was gone. Alright, so destroy these creeps. Let our creeps come up. Their Phoenix did revive. The Phoenix can come back from the ashes, and it removes our fire buff from future spawns, not the ones currently already in existence. Okay, so we're going to just mop up here and end this game. This is over. If we don't kill the Minotaur here, we are doing something wrong. Alright, Sobek, you keep them away from us. Let's spit locusts all over the Minotaur. And we are done. That is the end of this game. GG, everyone. We are awesome. This has been SMITE. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys actually have a lot of interest in this game, because it's looking really promising. I'm bad at it. That's just the sure fact of thing. I only have 7 out of, what is that, 7 out of 4? So, that's about it. Say hello to YouTube, guys. And that's about it. This has been Lyiat with TheCyanFirefly, and I will catch you all next time. Farewell.